Yo, Putty Master here. Very sorry if haven't made any of those breakdown videos for months, but we're back now. I was just doing, I was just working on other upcoming battles, so expect me to take at least a bit of time before I drop any of them. Okay? Don't expect me to rush too much either. But anyways, we're gonna break down SpongeBob and Patrick versus Beavis and Butthead. Um, I have I have the lyrics open on the computer, so I don't know what else to say. We'll just get started. So yeah, But before we start, this. So like I said in the video, this is the very first rap battle that goes from start to end with a duo in both teams, like SpongeBob with Patrick and me with a Butthead. Um, I think I borrowed. I don't. I don't know what I borrowed the matchup from. I think it was Phantom, but I'm not fully sure. But I borrowed it and made it my own. Made a beat, wrote this in one day. Maybe did some chiseling for the final audio. Not too much chiseling though, just a little bit. But anyway, without further ado, hey Patrick, yeah, can you guess what I am? Could it be two dudes wanting ladies on their pants? So, stupid? No, I'm Beavis and Butthead. What's the difference? I don't know. So, it's that SpongeBob reference where SpongeBob and Patrick are mocking Texas and all that. Like, hey Patrick, can you guess what I am? Stupid? No, I'm Texas. What's the difference? I don't know. Bah. You get the rest. This little kid named Beavis always been kicked in the penis. These two dumbasses must see this. It takes ladies just to beat him. So, little kid named Beavis. I think I usually see Butthead get kicked in the dick more than Beavis did, but they both get hit in the crotch in the show. But he's just going after one of them, and that one of them is Beavis. And he's just, and that's just Patrick. These two lines are Patrick. So he's just insulting them both with the crazy rhyme scheme, rhyming with E and I, the sound of E and I. Beavis, penis, sees this, beat him. You get it. And then SpongeBob goes, yeah, and with their lack of greatness, they're not being laid. Ever! And they're so dumb, they should be in school forever. I think that line explains everything, but I'm gonna talk anyway. So, yeah, Beavis and Butthead throughout the show, even to their adulthood, they don't get smart at all. They don't even change. They're still the dumbasses they are today. So, and they're never gonna score, as they say it. Like, getting girls, all that. You get it. And then he's saying that they lack the intelligence. They don't even know shit about life or anything. They should just be in school forever until the day that they die. Sorry for the stuttering. And then Patrick comes back and says, all this butt munch does is get high, and one day, I mean literally when he dies and goes in the sky. So he's calling Butthead a butt munch because it's a little insult with his name, butt munch. And I forgot why I wrote get high. Maybe because I think I should wrote get drunk instead. But oh no, I'm trying to reference. I mean, it's in a video. There's that clip of Beavis and Butthead being high and seeing stuff. I think that's what I'm referencing to, or something like that. But whatever. And he's like, one day he's gonna kick the bucket and just like go to heaven or hell. Definitely hell, probably. That's in my opinion, though. And then they both go, "Wow, you two get rejected. We'll be jellyfishing, jellyfishing. Want to see a hoe? You go jellyfishing, jellyfishing." So he's like, "Well, you two can't even score. Me and Pat, we will be outside catching jellyfish and all that. And if whenever you see a girl, you try to go jellyfishing because I don't know if I could say this on YouTube, but it's because boobs like shake like jelly, and that's why I put the overline between jelly and fishing, because they're fishing for those. I think that's what you need to know, though. And then Patrick, in each and every episode, it's all the same thing. And SpongeBob goes, all they ever do is laugh. Do they even have a verse to bring? Like, I think that already explains everything. And then Beavis, ugh, that sucked. Now it's like my turn. You're getting fucked. I don't need to explain that, though. And then, hey, yeah, what's the fire? A fire! We're like growing and stuff. Your fans grew tired. So Beavis has some kind of fire fet obsession. He's obsessed with fire, so he says like fire, 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 like something like that. But he's obsessed with fire that he keeps repeating fire every time he says fire. And he's like, we're all growing up into their adulthood while the fans just kind of get tired of you. But I don't know if half of that is true or none at all. But hey, they're stupid anyway, so don't blame me. Makes sense you're a pinhead, cause that's how we roll. We stroll around for holes, but never score goals. Ah! So, like, he's calling Patrick a pinhead, and that's how we roll, cause bowling balls with pins. Just wordplay. We stroll around for holes, and the second one can explain everything. Shut up, Bathlet. It's damn we're like dissing. Make like a snail and go missing. So like he's like saying, Beavis, shut the hell up, bro. We're trying to fight those bozos, not each other. And then he goes back to those two bozos, which are SpongeBob and Patrick. And then he says, make like a snail and get lost, or something like that. Your bars are like life. Tis but a scratch. Like a driving education, you will not pass. So, yeah, because there's a one episode day of lice, and lice makes your head itchy. So, scratch. And then SpongeBob can never pass boating school, so that's why he's never getting his boat license. And your friend is like you, but dumber. Always pushing him away. What a bummer. So, like, he's just calling Patrick, like, Patrick is like you, except his intelligence is more lower than you. More lower than yours. And SpongeBob always gets mad at Pat. Sometimes, or mostly, gets mad at Patrick. Probably not mostly, but sometimes gets mad at Patrick, and fights and all that. And then, you living out the purpose. The only way to beat you is to bring you to the surface. So like, he's saying like that SpongeBob and Patrick's life don't even matter at all. Like, yeah. And then, since SpongeBob and Patrick are like underwater creatures, bringing them to the surface would likely make them suffocate in oxygen. Well, I don't know. In movies, they always get out of the water. I have not seen the newest SpongeBob movie yet, though. But from what I see, they always like are out of the water and they somehow breathe. Maybe it's from magic or so. And like you really get paid at your job in every generation. Because Mr. Krabs is a greedy boss. Like, we all know that. You have 1,000 holes, yet Sandy wouldn't fill one of them. it's another sex joke because like people sometimes try to think SpongeBob and Sandy are married. They're just friends, okay? That's that. They're just friends, close friends, okay? And he's like, SpongeBob has a lot of holes on him, and then he just said he doesn't even want to score with any of SpongeBob's holes. Yeah. And then Patrick comes in and says, "Who are you calling Pinhead? Your style is so messy." Yeah, he's like, that Matt. And yeah, their style does have a bit of a messy, because like every time they talk, and the older ones, you can see the Butthead's hairlines move a lot. Abused Beavis many times while me and Pat are besties. So it's true. Butthead always abuses Beavis every time he like gets annoyed with him and like that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they may be close friends, but Butthead cannot keep his temper with him. Hope we're ready for this beatdown, cause this one's getting heated. Yeah. I don't think I need to explain that one. I think you can figure that out. But I'm gonna talk anyway. Again. So like, I hope we're ready to get your ass kicked for the 1000th time, because we're about to get heated up in our second verse, and then the only time we can like hit us with Beavis. I explained before, but I hits Beavis. That's that. My second movie includes ERB, so we know how to flow. So the second movie, Sponge Out of Water. I love that movie. Nice Peter and Epic Lloyd, creators of VRB, are actually included in it. They had a cameo as two surfer guys, like when SpongeBob and his team are like in their superhero forms, and they also made that rap battle at the end of that movie, which I'll never forget. That shirt over your head is corny enough, Julio. Cornholio always puts a shirt over his head and holds his arms at a 90-degree angle. I think it's 90 degree. I think it's 90-degree angle, but I don't think I have time to research that. But yeah, it's corny enough. He has a shirt over his head. Even when you finish high school, your life's uncool. No wonder your job didn't last forever, fools. So, like, even when they finish high school in their adulthoods, they are still the same idiots. And like I don't think they work at Burger World anymore. From all I've seen as them as an adults. And then so disruptive in class. At least I try to pass. Make like Beavis' mother and never come back. So yeah, some SpongeBob does try to pass, but Patrick is distracting him on that one episode. But still, SpongeBob doesn't even pass boating school. And Beavis and Butthead, they don't work at all. Okay, that should all make sense. Yeah, go take a dive. They're your best superstar. I think it's Patrick telling him like, yeah, like go drown yourself or something like that. No, you're messing with a star. Cause Patrick Star, he's a starfish, and then even your apartment collapsed. That must have been hard. I don't know if it's an apartment or a motel, but I'm just gonna call it an apartment, and you can't change that. And then Butthead just goes, okay. It's in character. There's no meaning in that line. I was busy watching TV to hear what you say. Don't need to explain that either. Hey, Butthead, we should like give them a wood and then like, ow! Damn it, Beavis still won't make us look good. Didn't care. Like Beavis tried to like say something weird, like give SpongeBob Patrick their wood, wood, and Butthead does not f with that, so he, that, and then Beavis starts screaming, and he turns it to the Great Cornholio, and he goes, "I'm the Great Cornholio. I own this beat. I own this battle, and I own your sea." Yeah, he's just claiming that he owns everything. You're so easy to crush, easy to squeeze in our own way. Being shredded like Jesus is the only time we're great. yeah, like you're so easy to crush because SpongeBob is a sponge and he can like just crush him. Sponges are easy to crush in your bare fist. Okay, and you squeeze him and it's only like you could twist that, all that. You get the rest. And being shredded like cheese is the only time are great because cheese gets shredded by cheese graters and saying great like great in quotations. Well, not quotations, but like there's that. I think there's that one scene where SpongeBob's attacked by a bunch of jellyfishes, and then there's like he just shreds along the way like cheese, like shreds of cheese, and then we're gonna like leave ya. Honestly, it's no surprise it reminds you of pizza, and like so like he's there, but it's like yeah, me and Beavis are just gonna leave your asses behind, and I think that will take you back to that pizza episode where that person rejects their offer in the most um rudest and emotional way. Like I could feel SpongeBob's pain when that happened. And then they both go, "We kicked their ass. The city it was running from this place." Through that episode called "Whatever Happened to SpongeBob," where like SpongeBob keeps screwing everything up, and all his friends get angry at him, so he ran out of town and he beat bad boys and he became the mayor of that town. But then his friends got him back into Bikini Bottom, and like Beavis, he got like fired the hard way. Cause there's that one scene where he's an adult and then Beavis got mad when Butthead hit him, and and then he just went, "Beavis, you're about to get fired the hard way." And he starts running him over with the little cart thing. Whatever you call it. Treadmill. He runs him over with the treadmill. And I don't need to explain the outro lines. That's all I got. See you.